Yeah, right. Because we have to give space to each other to kind of be who we are. I think a really big part of a really big thing that we know about belonging is that we don't get a sense of belonging just from being together. Get a sense of belonging from a shared sense of social identity. So when we remind ourselves of our common goals, about our shared kind of mutual expectations and outcomes, that's really helpful to belonging. So no matter who we are, we have a role to play in that. I think that's a really important piece. And I think we also have to think about respecting others' perspectives. Like we get a voice, and along with that, we need to listen. And so it's kind of that like having lots of rights also comes along with lots of responsibilities, right? Like I don't get to just do anything I want to do anytime. I need to do that within the context of the culture that we've created that is constructive and productive and allows us all to be respected. I think another thing that we can do is just be really curious about each other, because curiosity is the start of empathy, right? When I really want to understand more about your life and where you're coming from and how you have different perspectives than I do, that's a very big deal. So curiosity and empathy. Another thing I think is fascinating is proximity is the number one determinant of relationship as we think about sociological studies and correlation. The more we see each other, know each other, have contact with each other, the more we tend to be accepting of each other. Just because we have a cognitive bias where familiarity tends to breed acceptance. But that is really powerful stuff. Like when we're working side by side, whether we're doing that virtually or IRL in real life, that proximity, that familiarity, that just getting a sense for each other tends to breed acceptance. And that doesn't mean I have to go all the way to TMI, too much information. But the more we get to know each other, I see what you're going through. I see how you show up. I'm more familiar with you and therefore more able to provide support. Those are really important in terms of how we understand each other, accept each other, and demonstrate support for each other.